had a little mantra. I hope oh, we're recording it now. Gotcha.
Because you're going to say something
No,
good. Sorry.
I love you. Have fun. Try your best. First to the puck. That was what I'd say to them every single time they would get out and get if they had a hockey game. It was just our little mantra. And the first to the puck was just to remind them to move their little feet because they were little. They were still learning how to play the game. So I had to remind them the idea is to go get the puck. But it really was about try your best. And I've used it many, many times for myself included. You never want to look back upon a certain time in your life and think, if I had only tried a little harder, or I wonder what would have happened. And you don't want to live, it's that idea of living with regret, like you've got an opportunity, go for it, try your best, and then see what happens. Like, it's not that you have to have it all figured out. You don't have to, I know you'll have some thoughts on this too, Catherine, but I truly believe for me and my family, it's just try your best, and your best is always enough. Always.
I love that you just said that, because that's where I would continue with that. Your best is always enough. And like when you have in any situation where somebody's not feeling great, they don't feel they're their best. Well, my best today isn't like you get bad news. Well, you know what? You do the best you can with the circumstances you're in. You are in school, you get the teacher that's not the best teacher, or the coach that's not the best coach, or the counselor that's not the best counselor. You just have to take your part in it. Like I'm reminded, how I love music. So I always think of music and this song, and I won't sing it, but I'll say, I did my best, but I guess my best wasn't good enough. No, wrong. The song says that I did my best, but I guess my best wasn't good enough. It's a great song, but the thing is, wrong. Your best is always good enough.
It's always good enough.
It's not good enough for the receiver of it. And you need to, and our line, mind your business. Don't worry what's going on with the receiver.
Exactly.
Be kind, do your best. And I love that. And even I know just by what you said, get to the puck first. So work hard, have work ethic.
Yeah.
But you know what? Except when, and I'm sure when they came back, I can hear you saying it. Well, you did your best, and that's okay. It didn't matter that they fell on the ice.
You tried your best.
You did your best.
Exactly. Oh my gosh, I have videos of them, trying to climb over the boards to get onto the ice, and they're so little, and they're falling, but they wanted to climb over the boards. They tried their best. They did it. Good for you guys. It's great.
And I think it's so appropriate for after our guest having Jean speak, because he was speaking. Anybody listening, I want to have that skin that's as wrinkle-free as possible. I want to be healthy and live a long, healthy old age health as long as I can function.
Yeah.
And I want all of that. And when I hear it all, I would apply all of it very fast. I'll start this, I'll start that. And sometimes we lose sight of the fact that we can only adapt and apply so many things before we get lost. And it takes, like, found it very curious, and Jean will probably appreciate this. Bill read it better than me, but I just read it with you, where 21, although some people need about 21 days to adapt, isn't that like any habit? So why do we want Jean back? Because there was an awful lot of information, and we're going to get this light on. But in about 21 days, we're going to need another thing to apply, whether it's the light or it's something. And that's like your best. You don't have to, and it's so timely that we're talking about that. You talked about cold baths, and Jean actually said something. Cold baths made for, and I don't know what this word is. Autophagy. 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 Autophagy.
I don't know what autophagy is.
If you're still here, I would love.
Is that autoimmunity?
I don't know. Cold baths made for autophagy.
All right,
Jean, I need you. If you want to put that.
Autophagy. Here we go.
Yeah, because I'm sure.
Autophagy is your body's process of reusing old and damaged cells. Cells are the basic building blocks of every tissue and organ. Each cell I see. Over time, these parts can become defective and working. Okay, so yes. Oh, I lost you. I now can't find you. Where are you? Hold on. I'll
No,
try
I'm
to.
here. I
No,
see you.
I know. There you are. So yes, and this is what I'm learning is that it's to help regenerate your cells. So
He says you're correct.
yeah, right. Thank you. I'm not teaching this, and I'm not the authority. I'm learning about it myself. And to your point about your best, Catherine, the idea is that you educate yourself, you learn things, right? We learned about the red light. We're learning about autophagy, the idea of those extreme temperatures that I've learned that they help your cells regenerate. And so that can benefit you in so many different ways, but it might not be for everybody. I'll be perfectly honest with you. I don't like cold water. I get a rash. I have, hold on, there's a word for it. Oh my gosh, I can't think of it. I get hives from really cold when the water temperature is a lot colder than my body temperature. I'll get to the word in a minute. I'll type it into the comments. Anyway, oh, urticaria. Thank you. I'm just thought of it. Urticaria. I get urticaria. So I'm saying this because I want to learn about it. I still want to know about it. It might not be the best for me. I might not want to try my best at it. I might need to find something else. And same thing. People might be interested in some of this stuff. It might not be for them, but they'll find something.
And that's it. Like, I find it very interesting that we're talking about this particular topic because you'd want to be in my house in the morning. David he only wants to take cold showers and at night a cold bath. And well, I'm a bath person. He's not, and we won't have his description on baths because it's not very, doesn't actually make you feel like you're cleaning yourself. It's like you're sitting in dirt is how he makes us feel, but that's irrelevant. I put Epsom salts and I enjoy my bath. I'm not going to change that.
A little incense, a little peaceful music. Yeah. It's lovely.
Yeah. And David, I hear him from here. He's screaming. I'm like, intelligent, isn't it?
Exactly. Unwinding, your day.
But anyways, Jaws wrote something else for us. Start small.
Yeah.
A short, cold shower and longer and colder.
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting, John, because I was told one time by a hairdresser to rinse in cold water.
That's to close your hair follicles, by the way. I know this because I've been doing this my whole life because that's what we were talking about, the type of hair that I have.
Oh, yeah. Well, I do run the shower cold.
Cold rinse. That's good.
I do the cold rinse, but I'm not in it like David. I'm not taking a 5-minute shower in this cold water.
I know people that do the ice baths, literally put ice cubes in, like fill their bathtub ice water and get in and do that. And it's supposed to be, Jean is going to tell us more about it when he comes and talks. Cause like I said, I'm just learning about it.
Well, Tony Robbins has a total freezing cold thing that he dips himself into daily.
To be honest with you, Catherine, there's a couple of British girls that I listen to as a podcast, as you know, it's kind of my little secret. But that's where I learned about it, that a lot of people in this sort of personal growth, personal development, wellness category have these infrared saunas and
I had that.
Right.
I love them.
These ice cold baths, and it's this temperature extreme that is invigorating and cell renewal and all of these things. I don't know. I'm learning.
I have a funny story on that.
Okay.
So we have one of the oldest ones, and maybe y'all know about this, in Piedmont. They have the Polar Bear Club, which used to be just a sauna and the river. So I want you to, it's like a creek, but a river, and moves very, very, very fast. And they used to only have it was like a little hole in the wall sauna when it first started. Now it's popular. It's like a Scandinavian spa, but at the time it was like a hole in the wall, like a shed. And I was at my aunt's who had a cottage down the river down. And I guess this woman, they did this nude and she went into the sauna. Now you got to imagine I'm 13 years old and this woman's banging on the door with no clothes on with the middle of winter, right? And I was like, whoa.
Oh, that'll wake you up.
Whoa. She must have been scared. But the main thing is now it's this thing that I couldn't even understand how somebody, from all levels, right? I had the Irish Catholic girl watching this, like, it's like, what's going on at 13, right? What kind of neighbors do you have? Like, these are the things that go on. But really, it was like a very natural health and great. And when I actually went to that river, they now roped it. So it's popular. It's a place you pay. If you come into Montreal, I'll bring you up, and you go into the hot and the cold, you can go right into this river creek, right? But you're holding ropes that you don't get pulled down. Like, you're not, like, they're more,
Goodness.
people are more conscious of safety.
Oh,
But
definitely.
it's all to say,
Definitely.
testing it, trying it.
That's what I mean.
You know,
And even that alone, that is trying your best. If you're trying something new that you've never done before, no matter how successful you are, that's trying your best.
yeah.
I love
So
it.
if you're here, I know we have a couple of people watching. If you're here,
Laughing
thank
at
you
us, I'm
very
sure.
much. And yeah, nothing like
Love
getting
it.
personal a little bit. I'm
Love
glad
it.
I was able to tell. You don't
That's
even
it.
know what I think. I mean, I was 13. I have plenty of stories I guess you could share, because I was one of those, Mommy, did you see that? Like, Mommy, like, I use that word regularly. Kimmy, don't worry
you're
about
funny.
it, she'd say. But I think here in Dockside, what I look forward to is the community. Anybody that wants to share something with our community, and we have some really great people. Like Jean is now no longer a hidden treasure, because he's come out now. We've invited him and he's with us, but we have other people that may have some things they'd share. We have artists. We have, people that are pretty amazing. So I'd love to see them join us like Jean did. And maybe every couple of weeks, maybe somebody can join us.
Definitely.
And, I guess, will we see you? Mother's Day is next weekend. So it's not this weekend. I'm ahead of myself.
Yeah, that's going to be a tough one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that happened. I know exactly, because the year that happened to me, April 24th to May, at that time, it was around the 8th.
Yeah.
It wasn't a good time, but guess
That's
what?
okay.
We are mothers.
We are
And aren't
mothers.
we lucky to be mothers? Anybody that's blessed enough to have a child, like,
Oh, let's save next Wednesday, because I actually have a Mother's Day ritual that I'd love to share with everybody. And I would love for people here. Let's do a preemptive thing.
go. Let's go.
Everybody, this week, we're going to constantly post and harass everybody. Tell us about your favorite Mother's Day memory, or how you like to spend your Mother's Day, or a ritual, or
your mother's story, either your mother or you has a mother.
Exactly. Let's do that. That's fun.
Oh, I look forward to reading all of those.
Yeah. Because
And you know what?
Everybody either has a mother or is a mother, right? You came from somewhere, even if you don't have children, you had a mother at some point. So let's,
you know what? And I'm taking a step further, because my mother was fully alive, but was my best friend. But my grandmother was like my mother. So if you have similar stuff like that, like sometimes you have people that were motherly with you that influenced your life. Yeah. Let's talk about it. Let's honor that story.
I'll get something up tomorrow to get the conversation started, and we'll try to do something every day to remind people, come in, share your stories. It'll be just a nice way to build up to the day. It's a lovely day, and I'm not dreading it at all. It's just going to be a tough one. That's all. Yeah. For everybody.
Well, anyway, there's some days I don't celebrate anymore, but I love what you're going to do. Yeah. And I don't even let David celebrate. I don't want to celebrate that day.
Okay.
But you know what? But I celebrate it every day. That's what I'd say. So you replace things sometimes with the way you can live with them. And that's doing your best with where you're at. So the theme tonight was do your best.
Do your best.
Your best is always good enough.
Yeah.
And that's what living your life is by design. And whatever you're feeling, there's no right and wrong. You're feeling.
Right.
And that's good.
I love it. Oh,
Take care. Thank you.
Bye. We'll talk to you later. Thanks, everybody.
Here. Have fun.
Bye.
Take care. Bye-bye.